Yo, what's good? What's good? It's the kid Prezzy, and I got a special guest with me today. Um, he got a lot of stuff going on in DMV. I myself don't fully know exactly, what this man right here does, right? So today we're gonna go over some things. We want to, get, in depth. We're gonna talk today about a lot of stuff that's going on with Crankshop. This is my man Crankshop right here. What's good, bro? Thanks for coming on the podcast, man.
No problem at all, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
so Crankshop. Yeah, man. So like I said, I met you I don't know, a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we see you on the gram, we see you here and there. I see you now at a conference, see you in the streets, whatnot. I know you as an engineer, recording engineer, but that's all I know. But what I do know as far as like, as far as insiders, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the details. So I want to hear from you. Who's Crankshop and what does Crankshop do?
Okay, so Crankshop is kind of like my producing company, actually. And I'm just the CEO of that. You know what I'm saying? I've been producing for a long time, dealing with a lot of people's favorite artists, such as Riff, Knucklehead, RP, my bro Knucklehead, Trel, Z Wayne, 23 Rocks, Kai, the whole MGE, dealing with artists such as I don't know, basically the whole DMV is probably like a handful of people I haven't really touched for real.
So you record, produce?
I record, produce, mix.
All these artists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like mainly that's how I work for real. Like I'm not really like a person who send beats for real. I'm just, like you lock in with me, you come holler at me. Like
so you pretty much produce, record, and mix the record. Oh.
All at one, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've been doing it for some years though. That's how I actually like learned how to my upbringing into like music, I actually learned everything at once. So it wasn't like it was broke down or anything.
So what was your segue into music? Were you a producer to begin with, or you was an engineer? How you get into music?
To be honest, bro, I was doing go-go for real. I actually started doing go-go, and I was singing before anything.
What?
I always was singing. Hell yeah, I was singing. I was singing since probably like 6 years old.
You can sing right now?
I wouldn't sing right now, but
I'm not saying like
actively
saying,
like it's been endless records that I've been on though.
People know?
Hell yeah. But that's like more of what we gonna bring up in this situation because a lot of people kind of like mad at me that I don't be dropping that shit, bro. And the way that I kind of like wanted to base my career was I understand artistry take money. It's gonna take promotion. It's gonna take marketing. Right. I'm gonna get more money producing right now. Get the money from producing, start the artistry. So that's how I envisioned it.
So if you had to choose an angle in music, if you had to put like producing, engineering, singing, I'm guessing you write as well. Writing. What would be the thing that Crankshop would say, this is, my passion and this is what I would love to do? If I had to, like you said, the finance behind it, what is it you would do over anything else in music?
My whole life, I kind of been versatile, so it's hard to answer that question for real. Like, I've been versatile, like, throughout the whole start of my career. Like, I always been producing, always been singing, always been engineering. Like, so it'd just be, if I had to really lean towards something that was super, super easy, like with the right money behind one of those entities, I probably would do singing because that's really what I want to do.
Oh.
That's actually what I'm doing this year. Like, I'm betting on me. Like, I fuck with a lot of artists. Like, I work with Trel, hands-on, like a lot. I still got relationships with Riff, Z, I Am Northeast. That's one of my favorite rappers. Like, all my favorite rappers, that's why, that's definitely one of my favorite rappers.
Me too.
But how I've been producing lately, I just been working with all of my favorite rappers. And if somebody bring me something, I'm actually liking them, I record with them. But I'm really betting on me this year, though. I got a lot of music, and I feel like a lot of people gonna like it because they're not even gonna expect the type of music that I make coming from me. It's gonna be crazy.
So what can we expect? When you say it's gonna be unexpected, like what is it like as far as what would be a topic that we can expect from Crankshop musically?
I feel like I'm gonna touch on real life exactly. Like I'm not really like a what can I say? Like when I record, I'm more of a
I like the type
I like to really touch on like shit that's really happening. Like I'm more of a relatable person. Like everything I talk about, you been through, your girl been through, her mom been through. Like it's all relatable in every sex and every situation. So I just like to touch on relatable shit. I feel like the best way to gain a fan base when you talking is just to talk about something that everybody can relate to, not just a small group. Like just everybody.
And this is singing, right? So you coming out singing?
Strictly singing. Like I don't want to be on no high singing like about trapping and like I'm talking about strictly singing.
Where are you from?
Originally from DC Southeast.
Southeast?
Valley Avenue.
Okay,
Born and raised.
So as far as release date, when can we expect Crankshop, you know, first release? You already have music out?
I kind of got music out, but it was just like for real. I was really just inconsistent for real. Just dropping shit whenever I can or whenever I felt the need to drop. I'm a perfectionist, so it's real hard for me to like get consistent. Cause if it ain't to my liking, I won't fuck with it at all. It'll just be weird.
Okay. So when can we expect something new from Crankshop?
Shit, I-10 by 10 for real. I'm actually prepping for a video right now.
Wait, so you already got something done, mixed master video?
Oh yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I got a catalog of music, like my catalog of music is crazy because it's all unreleased, so it's just shit from over the years. Like it's.
Put a number on it.
If I had to,
200 records?
If I had to really say like how much unreleased music I had, it'd be weird because it's. The next question would be like, damn, why the fuck you ain't drop it? Like, it's a lot of music, though.
We gonna pressure you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I had to put a number on, it's definitely over 100 records. Just lock, load, and ready to just go.
So you mentioned relatable topic. What was your upbringing like in Southeast? Because when people say Southeast, not even just here, it's across the nation. We have this picture of like, you know, the hood, berry farms, you know what I'm saying, the trenches and shit like that. What was your upbringing like?
See, my upbringing, it was kind of like, you know, I feel like every hood go through the same stuff. So every upbringing is kind of like the same. You know what I'm saying? You out, you got your main homies that you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You out on the block sometimes. You super young, so y'all might, you know.
Some dumb shit.
See, I wasn't really like a dumb kid though. See, so my upbringing was kind of crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really like hooked on sports. Like, I played like basketball with my man, a little throwback tackle, but I wasn't really on sports for real, you know what I'm saying? So my upbringing was really, you know what I'm saying, chilling with the men for real. Started smoking at a young age. Just typical shit. Had to get out the way.
Teenage.
Regular shit. And then when I got into middle school, that's when I really started fucking with go-go heavy. Like, it was like just a massive go-go wave. Like, I remember a lot of my men, we all had our iPods and shit. They used to be rocking Lil Wayne, and I used to be rocking the T.O.B., No Impressions, Reaction, ABM, All Stars. Like, that was my shit. Like, I used to be fucking with Go-Go hard.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like I can't even really remember the year. It had to be like 07, 08. I got in trouble at school. We got into some shit. Like, we was, I guess, like beefing with somebody in school and shit. We jumped the shit out of them niggas. It was like crazy. And I got expelled, but one of the security guards, he wanted to kind of like mentor me and shit. So as he was mentoring me, he already knew I was in go-go. He just was like, oh, nah, you in go-go. I'm going to really show you music. And he introduced me to his cousin. And he made a beat on FL Studio. This was like probably like FL Studio 7 or 8. Damn. Bro, this shit was old as shit. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I made my first beat. I was hooked on that shit ever since. But I couldn't afford it. I was young as shit, couldn't afford the fucking full version. So I was just trapping on the demo, like making beats on the demo, heavy as shit.
Right. Hey, production-wise, what's your biggest accomplishment to date? What's the biggest artist you work with? But to you, in your words,
me, I feel like all my biggest artists is the biggest artist in the city for real. Like for a long time, I wasn't really chasing like industry placements. Didn't know why at the time. I really just had high hopes for my city. Like, man, I'm gonna produce something for one of them, and they gonna go fucking huge. And we just gonna boom, we gonna break the internet like that, like how everybody else did it from their city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my biggest accomplishment at this moment, and I don't even feel like it's like nothing to not be proud of, but like everybody from the city, like I fuck with Trel, I fuck with Riff, I fuck with I'm Northeast. I'm actually I was talking to young Manny on the phone the other day, so we about to lock some shit in. I hate name dropping, but
nah, I
just feel like I'm too humble to name drop, but I had my conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? I'm really locked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm producing for a lot, so my name holder kind of like some weight and shit. So everybody fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's a lot of people that I want on my list. Like I got a big list of people that I want though.
Give me five.
I know I want to work with Flock bad as shit. Flock like one of my favorite rappers.
What's stopping that though?
Nothing. Probably like a phone conversation or whatever. Like me and Flock seen each other probably like 100 times. Like it ain't never really stopping. It's probably like a phone conversation.
Yeah, shout out to Flock.
Definitely shout out to Flock, bro. Go crazy. Who else do I really want on my list? Of course, Young Man, you already said, bro. Rico. We got ties with Rico though.
Nasty?
So it's Rico Nasty, definitely. We definitely got ties with Rico though. So you know what I'm saying? Rico for sure. What's that? 3. Who's the fourth really I want to work with? I hear a lot of people talking about Brent Fayez. I actually haven't really like tapped in, but that's actually like a person that I want to tap into because I find him interesting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely go crazy, so he definitely one of them. And last but not least, I will honestly say me. and the real reason why I want to tap into me so bad is because for some years now, bro, like I actually been like producing for so many artists. Like I've been giving a lot of people my all, which they might not feel like it's my all, because who would know whose all is all? You
right, your vision. You can't, nobody can see it. Yeah,
exactly. So I've been giving a lot of people my all, bro, but I'm really like strong on just really giving me the time that I need as like an artist, a writer, like a real producer that I realize I can go get real major placements with. Like, so I feel like I got what it takes.
So you be in the crib or the studio by yourself, writing and recording, producing, writing and recording your own records.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it get crazy because it's like a gift and a curse for real. Because I be needing that second opinion sometimes, but I be so locked into my shit.
So why you don't like, you know what I'm saying? It was because of the team? Why you don't like go out and like find somebody like, you know what I'm saying? Even an engineer, right? To actually record and give you a feedback. What's the hold up? I know you know a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the music industry. You know a lot of engineers too. I know that for sure.
One of my favorite engineers is somebody that I work real close with. His name is Kid Beats 202.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite producer engineers.
What's wrong with him recording you? Why you?
It's nothing wrong. That's the one who record me. Like anytime that I don't record myself, it's Kid. You know what I'm saying? And we got a beautiful relationship. That's like my little brother. However, it don't really be like a problem with anybody else. I feel like in this city right now that we in, bro, like a lot of people don't really have high hopes for R&B.
True, but not only R&B. I feel like
because the way that the way that this city work, like if you could pick up your phone right now, and if it's not like Brent Fayez or somebody who really like above and beyond, like you not gonna find nothing R&B like in the city. Like you not find nothing R&B, you not find nothing close to nobody singing. If anybody singing, they talking about killing when they sing. They talking about trapping when they sing. They talking about sliding when they, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really like the shit that I'm really trying to bring to a table is different. So I feel like a lot of people are scared to be different. Like they not going, oh yeah, bro gonna be the next Chris Brown or bro gonna be the next this. They not gonna gravitate
shit, I'm
towards
sitting
that.
next to you and I'm shocked. You know, like you said, I mean, I see who you work with, and like I'm not keeping a buck with you. I expect more like trap or like, you know, like street shit from you. So you're 100% right. When you drop, we gonna be like, what the fuck? Not in a bad way, but we gonna be shocked. You know, because we not gonna expect that from you. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the shit that I'm known for is more trap, and the reason why, like if you actually search the DMV music, 85% of this shit is trap, slide, kill, drug deal, perks, lean. There's nothing wrong with it. I fuck with it. Whoever cranking with it, I fuck with it. If you original, I fuck with it. Like all the people that my favorites are people who actually like started certain waves. You know what I'm saying? Like the DMV flow.
Right.
I feel like the only niggas who I like do it. And no shade to nobody. I love Shabazz, bro. That's real life, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with Shabazz too.
Spank shit, bro. That's real life.
I fuck with Shabazz too. Shout out to Shabazz.
I fuck with Flock. I think Q the Fool probably would be the last person on my list. Like I love what bro did with Kenny Beats. He had a tape with Kenny Beats and shit. He did his motherfucking thing on that tape.
I guess he's coming on soon, right? I guess, right?
I haven't really heard anything about the situation, but I definitely hope he do come on.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Nobody.
So look at this now. So, all right. So I always ask people this question, and then no, this is gonna be specifically to you. I ask people this question generally, but without me even like thinking of this, you have me thinking of this. Now, the names you mentioned, now the industry is big, and I know you've been doing this for a while. You could have said many other names, right? But your top 5, you stuck on locals.
Yeah.
You know, that tells me you got a lot of passion for what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
So with a person like you having that passion, that respect for artistry here, right? I feel like we're still not fully where we need to be as far as like uniting.
No, not at all.
You feel the same way?
Yeah. I feel like.
What's your opinion like? How can we fix that?
Man, it's kind of different. It's actually gonna take more bodies, but I feel like for real, it's not really up to the people who doing what they doing as far as the artists. I feel like the artist is basically doing everything they can. We actually touched on this on the Made in the DMV conference that I was kind of like a panelist on.
Right.
We touched on it, and basically like it's kind of really hard to exhale when like it's gatekeepers in every city. Don't get this shit twisted. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody controlling this whole city. Cause it always is. It's always like a pyramid to every motherfucking play. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's gonna take a lot of money and marketing to market outside the cities for more eyes that get put on the city. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and that's just
point.
how I view it.
Good point. That's a good point. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Ant Glizzy, you know what Ant Glizzy is doing right now? What's your take on what he's doing right now?
I fuck with bro. Look, this shit is genius, and I respect it because it's like, I mean, everybody else sit on live and talk shit. He getting paid regardless of what he's talking about.
And he's creating a platform for us to
fuck
bring
a
attention.
platform. He actually bringing eyes
Attention.
on the city. You know what I'm saying? And I actually, you know what I'm saying? Me and bro got a cool little relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make it bigger than what it is. Bro know what's going on. Like I fuck with him heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I respect what he doing. However, you know what I'm saying? I can't really say he going about it the wrong way or the right way because it's his way.
Right,
and
right.
I'm not nobody to tell nobody what to do and how to move. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own man. And I respect that a motherfucker respect my decisions if I want to go hard on, if I want to go right here. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, shit, who the fuck is going to tell him he wrong when his niggas been rapping for 5 years, 10 years. They can't get Say Cheese the fuck with them is hot. And it's good rappers in this city though, bro. And bro real life crank. Regardless if Ant is not the most lyrical rapper, he crank. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's like, for him to be looked at as Say Cheese is like, on this type of level, when he was a rapper, bro probably wouldn't end up paying no attention to him.
Exactly. And again, he's creating a platform, outlet for all of us here. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like bro on bid. He bid TV.
Hey, but look, dog. So let me throw like a monkey wrench in the conversation. So you mentioned like say Trel, he be going to everybody. Riff, he be talking about everybody. Young Mo, and it's just funny. And I know certain people like, I don't like, I know Mo probably don't give a fuck about it. Mo Mo's a hustler, Mo respected. But I don't know the other like other individuals he be like, like fucking or like playing with, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing based on what I heard kind of how Trel is like mentality is right now, I don't think Trel give a fuck. Does that put you in an awkward position knowing you work with Trel or work with Mo, you know what I'm saying, and like, you know what I'm saying what he's saying?
Nah, I feel like when it comes to this city, bro, shit just happened. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just say I've been in worse situations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? City small as shit. So
Exactly. I
can be cool with somebody that got something going on with somebody else. And it's like internet stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, like the internet stuff ain't really, where I come from, we don't,
we
leave the internet shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really even,
No, I get it.
I just feel like with Ant doing what he doing, with Trel current how he current it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in my situation. Like,
right. You support
I'm just sitting back, just trying to figure all this shit out just right as everybody else. Like,
right.
I don't know, bro.
Speaking of Trel, speaking of like, how would you say like commotion, not a commotion, but like, like I'm just say not even, it's not real beef, but internet beef. The whole thing with Sha and Trel, it seemed like that has been fixed for many years, right? I'm not gonna lie, me on the outside looking in, I thought by now we would have had a record.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they had a record, but I feel like those two people individually, they own man, and I feel like timing is the only thing that's gonna put them even closer. You get what I'm saying? Like just outside looking at their situation, I can kind of like view it from both parties in a sense. It's awesome, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, we squashed that shit, so if we'll work. Other than that, he got his shit going on, I got my shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as artists or as a producer, like it's certain producers that I always want to collab with. Some of my favorite producers in the city, we ain't worked yet. Or certain artists that I always had a relationship with since I was young, like Light Show, for instance. It's probably like one of the closest artists that I felt like I've been close to in a long time. This is my man. Like, I've been knowing him forever. You know what I'm saying? We might not be where we was, but that's my man. Like, I real love bro. But, like, I'm talking about locked in a tape. Like, Light Show has always been one of my favorite artists. We ain't locked in the tape because it's timing. Like, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't be feeling no type, but even Flock. Like, so many people introduced.
Right.
Before Flock went in, I think he was working on one of these tapes that he was doing with my man Clip. And Clip was telling me, send me some shit through, Flock about to come through. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. And I ain't sending shit in, but I could have been on the tape. Like, Everybody, like I could have been working with so many people. I just probably was just on whatever I was on.
But I feel like, you'll hear my opinion, I feel like on a higher level, those two cats for many years, a decade now, we could say, right? A decade, 10 years, right? They were like the, outside of Wale, they were the main two, even like street rappers from the DMV, right? And, Trel, he still got a run, but when Trel had what's the joint called? What's the joint called on 12th Street? What's it called? Nightmare on East Street.
East Street,
yeah. Back then when Trel was dropping shit, man, when Trel dropped, the whole city stopped. Remember those days?
Yeah, of
so
course.
What I'm saying to you is like, I feel like it's a bigger picture. Like, like those two artists should come together and do something just for the city, not for them.
Yeah,
they got to be selfless, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I feel like for most people, it got to make sense for them, and that's why I feel like a lot of shit haven't really like came to fruition. Like most of our biggest dreams, we would want to see certain artists coming together on certain tracks. That's all I ever think about as a producer in the city. Like I always want to put certain people on certain songs. You know what I'm saying? However, it just be like, it gotta just make sense for everybody.
Time. But
not even just certain time, it's just like certain like business is business, and going into business, like I can come to you and be like, yeah, bro, I got a brilliant business, but it gotta make sense to you. I can be pitching the shit, it just gotta make sense.
I got shit going, and I can't stop what I'm doing.
It just gotta make sense.
I feel you.
It just gotta make sense. It gotta be, not to say that shit wouldn't break the internet, because what the fuck, like them probably doing a tape together.
That's kind of what I'm saying to you.
That shit'll break the internet, of course, but it just gotta make sense for everybody.
Yeah, which
I feel like it do. But, whatever. Like,
in a bigger picture level, if it just happened, you know what I'm saying? It's good for all of us. But yeah, man, it seems like, like where you at right now, it feel like, you not ran through, but you touch everyone you possibly can touch in the city who's actually doing this music thing, right? And now you decide to focus on yourself.
Yeah, it's probably still a handful of people, but I feel like the more focus on myself should really come from so many angles. Such as like business with certain artists, like my overviews, like not having enough creative control with a lot of certain artists, because a lot of artists that I really work with, they only talk about a couple topics. You feel what I'm saying? So to bring them out their realm, it'll be kind of like uncomfortable for certain people. However, I do want to actually still continue like the engineering thing, because I love it though. Like I never really enjoy doing a lot of shit. Like I like making beats, but like engineering is actually like one of the more favorite things that I like to do too.
Okay. And you mentioned artists. So, as far as a CEO, what's your position with that? You got artists signed to your company?
As of right now, I just feel like the Crankshop is more on some producing shit for real. I do want artists, but it just gotta make sense for everybody, because of course with artists, we gonna need funding, which ain't really an issue in most cases. When it comes to artists, you really gotta like pay them real attention.
Like it's a daycare, right?
Yeah. So what I felt like doing, which was, I got the Crankshop, and then I be the first artist.
You
get what I'm saying? So it's like it's like at this point I'm really chasing multiple checks for real. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Because if the Crankshop produce for you, but then I write for you, that's like double checks. It's like working the same job, getting paid overtime in a sense.
Yeah. So ideal artists for Crankshop. You mentioned a lot of artists talk about like the streets and and in the R&Bs, like 5% here.
Yeah.
If you had to sign an artist, what would be your ideal artist for your company?
See, the ideal artist would be for me is somebody who's really versatile, bro. Like I love versatility.
Example.
Like singing rappers. It's not really a lot of them. Like, if I can name, like, an artist that's, like, mainstream or the type of shit that I would be on, fuck the allegations and the court shit. I would sign to Tory Lanez. outside of the shit that he got going on, I would sign to Tory Lanez. Artist-wise. I love him. He's one of my favorites. Like, I would sign to Tory Lanez, of course. As far as, like, rappers, I would definitely have to sign like and it's not really like a caliber of these, but I would sign like a Drake.
It's Tory Lane, Drake is kind of the same similar pocket.
Exactly. So with those, I sign like a Travis Scott type of dude.
Yeah.
Like see, these are all my idols and rap. I can't really say like a Wayne, because it's really like not none of them.
Yeah,
like, only one of them. You get what I'm saying?
Wayne,
so it's like
Wayne is Wayne.
Other than that, like I like real melodic shit, like, that's like my strong suit in like producing and shit. Like I'm real melodic. So
what's your take on the whole Tory Lane thing?
It's fucked up that he did that stupid ass shit.
You think he did it?
I mean, shit, after the fucking phone call situation, the verdict, everything just pointed, and I was rooting for a stupid ass.
I was, but hold on.
That shit is stupid. I wouldn't do no stupid shit
on the
like
phone
that.
call, he was dumb for even being on the phone to begin with.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Exactly. That shit was stupid.
It's stupid. So what I'm saying, like, was he trying to say he's sorry for like smashing both of them, or was he trying to say sorry for like, you know, like letting off on Shorty?
I just feel like he was on some mo. I'm drunk as shit. I did that stupid ass shit, man. My bad, bro. Like, I'm drunk as shit.
He did say he was drunk.
I ain't even know what the fuck was going on. I was just so fucking drunk. He was on some drunk shit. And I ain't gonna lie, that's why I don't even fuck with that drunk shit. Like, I get drunk, I'm cool. I ain't domestic. I ain't none of that shit. That shit is weird.
I'm a sober drinker. Yeah.
I'm chill. I'm the designated drunk driver. Like, I'm the nigga. If we all drunk, nigga gonna look at me like, hey, bro, you wanna drive? I'm gonna be bad. I'm drunk as shit, but I'm gonna get us home though, cause they know what's up with me. I don't be on that super geeking ass shit. Like,
so now they say he got a new lawyer and blah blah. He gonna file for appeal and blah blah. You think he gonna beat it?
I pray for him, cause if you did it, you did it. Like, what the fuck? Especially after the phone call, that was just the most convincing shit in the world. It's like, nigga can't side with you for real.
Exactly.
Cause I really thought Megan was lying, but I mean, who am I? I'm just a nigga like everybody else who heard the story, so I can't really speak on it, bro.
So while we in the topic of like, you know, celebrities, I see you rocking the Yeezys, some of my favorite pair of Yeezys, right? So Kanye, according to the industry, Kanye crashed out. What's your take on that?
Man, personally, I can't really speak on what he going. Like, man, we'll never know what them stars going through, bro. There's too much shit going on, man. Like, you know one thing they do say though? When you on some shit and like you really on shit, they call you crazy. That's one thing I do know. So I can't really say too much though. But when you up to something, they call you crazy. They gotta call you crazy because it don't make sense to everybody else. But it make perfect sense to the motherfuckers who calling you crazy. So I feel like, you know, Kanye probably on some shit. I just feel like how he going about it is the Kanye way.
Always been,
he dropped some new Yeezys. If Adidas accept them, I'm still rocking them.
I'm copping them.
These motherfuckers comfortable shit.
Yeah, I love them shoes. I got the blue joints. I love motherfuckers. Man. So, okay, so back to locals. Not explain, but give us some insight working with Trel. At this given time, I feel like Trel probably way advanced. Like, for a decade of doing this shit, he probably way advanced. What's the process going to the studio working with Trel? And especially him coming home. You know, I ain't never been incarcerated. Yeah, but I have homies and family who've been incarcerated, right? Someone coming home and mentally, they tend to like move differently, right? What is your process of working with Trel, especially from him? He did like 4 years, 3 years?
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I can't really tell you like the amount of time he did too much fucking time, in my opinion. But working with him is amazing, man. It's like to deal with an artist of bro caliber is amazing. Cause it's like you'll never know what to expect from him. Honestly, like a mass majority of rappers, like, is no comparison to him. It's only because to me, when I play beats, I be playing beats that I'm gonna sing on. He'll make like, ho, go back. Like, I don't even be thinking he gonna pick the shit that he picked. And he's super versatile. It don't matter what he rap on.
So he write on spot. How he
don't write.
Oh, he just go to
it's whatever he feeling. Like, he gonna put the headphones on, be making the beat. He gonna walk around the studio a couple times, couple cigarettes, hit the cup a little bit, and he going there. There's no limit. And I feel like everybody work what he kind of like put that on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, my workflow, like, I always was the type of nigga, like, I make a beat in 5 minutes and I can work. But working with him, it just complement my work schedule because it's like we working at the same pace. You know what I'm saying? We can really knock down records.
How many records you think you and Trel can get done in one night?
Trel can record until I'm tired. I'm gonna wake up. He probably tired. When he wake up, we right back at it. It's endless. Like he can work
5 a night.
Shit.
That's too much? That's too many?
Nah, 5 songs?
Yeah.
Shit, nah. He a worker. Especially if he working with me. Like, fuck the whole we going to the studio. We got the studio on the spot. He gonna work all day. From the moment he wake up, if I'm playing beats, if he likes something, he got something in the email he need to finish, we gonna work all day. Like, I feel like we can knock down 15 jumps easily. Like, cause he
in 24 hours?
He a dog, bro.
Are you serious?
Bro, when he first came home the last time, when he told me the number of the songs he recorded, I couldn't believe it.
15 songs in a day?
Yeah, I think he can do that.
That's crazy.
Because I feel like his work ethic is just we're gonna be recording from the moment we wake up all day. We probably go eat. If everything in the house, we bringing the food there. We bringing whatever you need there to satisfy him.
Right.
We bringing if anybody around, we good. He gonna work.
So, what's holding him back from like success as far as like nationwide? Like I always tell people this, not because you're here and because you work with him, but if you ever check back on the tape and check my conversation, I always tell people like Trel to me is very talented.
Yeah.
Trel is touched to me. You understand what I'm saying? What do you think is holding him back from getting that, like, you know, that stardom as far as nationwide or international look that he deserves?
I feel like, well, of course, to address it, you know, the jail situations, of course, like fucked them up for real. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get those times back, and you can't get those situations back that you kind of like lost. So I feel like that's one thing. But to me, for real, everything revolve around the right label. You know what I'm saying? And like his label, what he would now, I really don't know too much of him, but I feel like now that he in a situation, that's always good for anybody. You get what I'm saying? Because what certain artists in the city don't understand about a label is the label is actually the machine, bro. Like, to be able to spend the money that they gonna spend on you, bro, you gonna have to realize, like, spend that shit, bro. Like, fuck them chains, nigga, fuck them cars, fuck them Instagram posts. Nigga, you gonna have to spend that bag on the type of money that they gonna use to market you, because they gonna put you in certain avenues that's gonna have you looking global.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't possess those machines by themselves. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like he missing. But to me, for real, he just needed one good ass project, couple good projects, some consistency, and bro need to stay home. But I feel like the formula we on right now, he ain't getting the shit, bro. I'm real close with his manager. Shout out to Hugo. Shout out to Squirrel. That's bro. I'm real close, and I feel like bro got the wave for him. You know what I'm saying? This shit is self-explanatory, but bro, he gonna go crazy.
Yeah. It's time, man. He been doing this for a while. He deserves his flowers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people respect him in the city. To me now, he's becoming like a young OG, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, he definitely OG in this shit.
Yeah, that's how I look
all
at
the
him.
artists that's really out right now, I can honestly say, in my opinion, I feel like everybody out right now really heard Trel and watch his upbringing and really like respect him on some, you know, Trel been rapping for a minute type shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
So you do all of this, bro. All of this engineering, singing, writing, you know, working a person like Trel. You know, we know Trel been in many rooms, you know, Wale, the Rick Ross, the DJ Khaled, blah, blah. And the list goes on. I seen out there with Burna Boy, blah, 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 you know. Why is Crankshop doing all this? What is the ultimate goal? Like, what's in this for you? What are you after?
So to be honest, I actually did want to I want a production team.
Okay.
I feel like I want a production team in two avenues. Like I actually like podcast production, video production. I actually want a production team in that avenue, and I want a production team as far as like a group of producers. That's gonna rap and shit the Crankshop. We gonna get them placements and shit like that with any artist, whether it's local or global. I feel like my ending goal is to actually be like an artist and a writer. You know what I'm saying? To start putting shit together for many artists. And you know, I can't really say like too much other than outside of like the music and shit, like a lot of shit that I want to do, which is my production and shit as well.
Okay. So so you know, a lot of time, I know I'm speaking for myself, a lot of times, you know, I look back as I get more and more mature, I made mistakes, right? And I'm like, damn, if I did that, it's kind of regrets.
Yeah.
As far as immaturity, right? Do you think you made a mistake in the music industry? Because
tons of them bitches, bro. I done made so many motherfucking mistakes. I look back, and then my thing be, I make the mistakes after a while. I don't know who to blame, and then I start looking at like, I gotta blame me. All blame really gotta come to me first. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of like in most situations, like. Of course you feel like you a real nigga. I think you a real nigga. I fuck with you. I feel like I'm a real nigga. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna think everybody a real nigga. Because you fuck with me, so all real niggas relate. But they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you might be a real nigga with your own motherfucker objective and your agenda that might don't fit me in there. You get what I'm saying? So I can't blame you for me going hard for you and you don't go hard for me. That's how I had to think about that shit that way. But other than that, as far as like regrets, as a man, I can openly say right now in my life, I don't really got no regrets. I feel like everything need to happen that way because it taught me on how to move forward. Like, if I never went through the shit that I went through as far as, like, people owing me motherfucking, like, me losing everything, losing my job, and, you know, just trials and tribulations I went through, I feel like I wouldn't be the me that I am today that can be able to walk and just treat shit like how I need to be treated. You feel what I'm saying? So, no, I don't got no regrets. I feel like if I had one, it was fucking with people that I never supposed to be fucking with from jump. You know what I'm saying?
It's in the music industry, right?
Definitely music is because just because you talented, that don't mean you deserve the crank.
But look, thank you for saying that.
Like, you might be like that. You want to stream and all that, but crank might don't need to make your beats or record you because it might not work for me. Like, the shit that you do with your engine, it might be working for Holmes. That shit ain't gonna work right.
Hey, Crank, let me ask you. So, you know, why is the DMV so entitled, bro? Why they feel so entitled?
I feel like that's already city though. I won't just necessarily put it on
I think we're more magnified here though.
All right, so look at it this way.
Like, you know, like, not to cut you, but like you said Crank, right? You get an artist who's very talented, probably got a little motion going on. He feel like, yo, Crank, you send me a beat and give me it for free, you know, so I record for free, all that. Why? I don't understand. Can you help me understand that? Because I'm trying to figure this shit out.
So here's the thing, and I had to like dissect it myself though. But I don't blame niggas for feeling entitled. However, they just really gotta understand it ain't the way to go. Like, I don't blame you for.
Okay.
All right. The one thing that I feel like blow anybody up more than anything is the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a person who haven't survived and understand what it feel like to not have the internet. We had the internet in so many variations. We had the break of the internet, which I never had, like a Black Planet or some shit like that.
I had a Black Planet.
I never had one. I missed the wave. Then we had MySpace, Facebook. I
had a MySpace too.
Bebo. We had all this shit, and we never really had something that we really understand how it really feel for attention and shit. Regardless of how you get your attention, all publicity is good publicity in my opinion.
Facts.
So when you deal with shit like, you got a nigga on the gram, he might be beefing, motherfuckers might be nosy, so he gonna get a rack of views because everybody nosy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got this nigga coming to his favorite producer, who he feel like his favorite producer. Certain people be feeling so entitled, like, man, I got shit going on. You gotta know who I am. So a motherfucker gonna come at you like, man, yeah, you know how many people send me DMs like, yeah, bro, send me a pack. Ain't nobody talking about no money though.
That's my.
And it's just like, all right, I get it. You feel like you somebody. You gonna down me because I'm somebody? Like, you don't know who I am type shit. So, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, motherfuckers be feeling entitled. However, I don't really know how to break that. And I feel like it's gonna take a lot of trial and error for a lot of people. Like, how we all learn. You know, we spent money certain places where we ain't get that shit back. Or we motherfucking fuck with people and they dogged us and really, it's all about trial and error, bro. They're gonna figure it out though.
Yeah,
because the whole city is like that. It's certain people that I work with that I can't work with because they was on some.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
I mean, you're right. You know, every city is like that. But I feel like here, maybe because I live here and I see it every day and I own a studio, maybe that's why I feel the way I feel. I just could never understand that. You know,
yeah,
I mean, I don't get too deep, but I think about other shit like simple as like buying equipment, like you weren't even there. So if I give you a price. Yo, my nigga, what's up? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why we feel so entitled here, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, man, you know, I mean, I reach out to you, have you here because, you know, I like you said, you know what I'm saying? I salute, I respect, you know, everything you're doing. I love everything you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I want to shed light on the shit you're doing because most people, like you said, you a quiet nigga.
Yeah.
You a quiet motherfucker. Like, nigga, when this podcast drop,
yeah.
Niggas not gonna know because you just like in the cut. That's how you are, feel me? And I feel like I need to put light on that.
It's been so many times I've been in the studio with, man, R.I.P. Gunu. I never forget the day when I first seen Gunu in person, man. R.I.P., bro. We was in the studio. We was in Mid-East. I remember this like was yesterday. He was doing a feature with my man, Fed Jesus. Shout out Fed Jesus, man. That's bro. Can't wait till y'all hear shit when it drop. But we was in the studio. I'm so chill, laid back. Remind you, sometimes when I go to the studio, I'm not the engineer. They already got the engineers at certain studios, so I'm playing the backfield. I might be headphones recording. So we in the studio and shit. And my man like, yeah, bro, that's Crankshop. He like, who the fuck is Crankshop? So I'm like, man, what's up, bro? He like, damn, you Crankshop? Bro, I've been looking for you. I can't find you. It's like where the fuck you at? I'm like, man, my shit on the ground like this, boo boo. We exchange. She like, bro, you crank like shit, but I just can never find you. Like, I'm so low key. Like, it's been endless times I've been in the studio and I be just tucked off. I get up and go dap a nigga up, nigga looking under my hood and shit. Oh, Crank, man, what's up? I didn't even know that was you. Like, I be so alias. Like, I done met so many people. Like, I remember bro was doing the Trap Life clothing shit. And
Northeast?
Nah, not remind you of that clothing. I never even got a piece of that shit. I'm trying to go back and get
got a piece in the house.
I gotta go back and get everything that Northeast ever made. I always tell him every time I see him.
You know that's my guy though.
Ever made. That's really, bro.
That's my guy for real. Like,
remind you when I first met him, it was crazy. Like that was the craziest shit I ever experienced with any rapper ever. Like he called me. It was like, "What's up with you?" Remind you, I didn't even know who the fuck I'm on the phone with, so I'm like...
That's how you talk.
I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, yeah, man, you a hard nigga to catch up with. So I'm really thinking I'm on shit now. I'm really thinking it's go time or something. So I'm like, yeah, what's up with you? Like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some beats and shit for my artist. This was way before he was rapping. He pulled up on me and all that. Pulled up on me, got some beats and shit for his artist. But then I think like the next couple of times I seen him, he was rapping. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just went from having an artist, now you rapping, and the first 2 songs I heard, I'm like, bro, this can't be you. He like, this me. I said, bro, you my favorite rapper. He started laughing. I'm like, remember I said this. So when everybody else say you their favorite rapper, you gonna think of me. Like, I peeped this shit way before everybody else can peep it, bro.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm gonna tell you this: as far as followers on Instagram and starting out, I believe Northeast started here in the studio.
Yeah,
I recall him coming here way back with Young Mo, and that's how I met him. And the reason why, you know, I became so like, I wouldn't say close, but cool or respect, dude. I ain't never had to call him twice, so he always responded. Yeah. Whatever I need from him, he always, you know, yeah,
of course.
You feel me?
Like,
but I would say I watch Northeast like grow as an artist.
Yeah. Me and you both. Like I said, like the person he used to be really recording with hands on is like one of my closest men. Like a mentor of mine. If I could say I got a mentor right now, it'd be Clip. His name Clip gonna keep us rocking, head producer. He used to be producing out in Largo. Like one of my closest producers I ever like really just showed me so much of just about like how producing like and really like helped me with my upbringing, like at certain parts of my career. Cause I feel like without him, I wouldn't just know how to move with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to my bro Clip for sure. But with Trap, coincidentally, we was in his studio and I heard some of his first records and I just couldn't believe it though, bro. Like, and then man, his relationship is real cool. Like I can call bro for probably anything. And we locked in. He can call me for anything.
That's him.
Anything.
Yeah, it's real talk.
Like,
yeah, that nigga understand emotional intelligence to a whole nother level. I don't know how the fuck he does it.
And he different.
Yeah, he just
and like his form of a perfectionist is like is top tier. Like he's a top tier perfectionist. If it ain't like what he had in his head, we gotta scratch that shit till we get it right.
Yeah, he's smart as hell.
Annoying. The shit is annoying because it's like I don't be understanding what he hearing. So to be an engineer in his place, he like, listen, Crank, this shit ain't right. I need this shit like this, and I be trying to get it. Like, bro, a perfectionist. He not playing about that shit. Like, he will shut down everything to get his tapes and shit right. Like when he record for his tapes, he strict as shit on his tapes, bro. He ain't playing with that shit, bro.
Nah, he is smart.
He is not playing with that shit. Like, he's super strategic. He know exactly what he want at the degree he want it. Like. That's one thing I love and respect about him because he ain't playing about his craft. He not one of them niggas who about to just be out here just
doing whatever it was. Yeah.
He trying to do this shit, bro. And like he run into his roadblocks and shit. Like that shit be blowing him. Like he'll fuck around and just be like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck around, go rogue.
That's him.
Take all his pictures down and shit. He like, man, fuck this shit.
That's him. He's like, real. I don't know. Like sometimes he be like on it. And I don't know. He's a special one, man. Definitely. But yeah, man, Crankshop, man. Like like I said, man. I feel like again, my goal is like like shed light on I met you a couple years ago. And we talked here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I sit back, I watch it, and I know. I pay attention. I ain't even gotta say much. So I pay attention. So I know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? And then, when it comes to DC, you know, my opinion, like you want a top producer engineer here. You know, you feel me? And I feel like, yo, niggas need to realize who the fuck this nigga is. That's kind of why you feel me. I reach out. Is this your first interview?
I had
You
a couple.
You don't do interviews.
I had a couple. I would love to do them though, bro. Like I ain't really like camera shy and all that shit like that. Like I love
Why
interviews.
You don't do interviews? Why?
However, I just be want to get certain interviews. Like I'm real strategic on how I move. You get what I'm saying? And like if a motherfucker reach out and say, "Hey, how you doing, man? Crankshop, we're a big fan. We want to have you." I'm definitely sliding. Like it don't even be about the money because it's gonna help both of the platforms, well, my platform and whoever else's platform. So I'm definitely with all that.
A couple years ago, were you thinking the same way?
I feel like I was, but it just was like it was just different circumstances. Like my mental probably wasn't all here how it is now. So nah.
What has changed? What? I don't want to use. I don't want to say wake you up, but what trigger you to like be like nah? Cause this is how, you know what's funny? This is how I met you. Like you said, you a quiet nigga. I think it was Z Wayne. Who was here?
It was Z Wayne and
Wallway. Who was here?
Pack.
That's how I met you, right?
Wallway Pack.
Who was in the studio?
Free Wallway. I miss my man, Slim. It ain't a day that go by.
Calm, relaxed,
it ain't a day that go by that I don't really think about, bro. Like in his spirit and who he is as a person. Like you know what I'm saying?
He's a
like,
genuine nigga, bro. And the way he treat me, I felt like I knew the nigga for like 10 years.
Hell yeah. I really got like a lot of strong feelings for bro. Like the way we met was just crazy. I can't really disclose this shit on camera, but like that's really bro. Like, I really can honestly say like he really got genuine feelings for me. You know what I'm saying? Like he really fucked with me.
Yo, that's how he made me feel, bro. You feel me? So we were in the studio and that's when I met you. And like you said, you're more calm. You more of a standoff nigga. Like you said, when Nofi's called, you was like, that's kind of how you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, with that being said, like me talking to you now, not just now, but over the years and a couple times, it felt like your demeanor and your energy changed.
Yeah.
What happened? What's the realization? You're like, you know what? Like you just said earlier, maybe you were like, yo, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. It's something that happened to me. You realize, like, you come to a point where you're like, you know what? Nah, I'm tripping, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe I'm not tripping, but
yeah, I feel like in most cases, me kind of realizing like the cards that I have in my deck. I feel like I look at life like we playing cards. Everybody had this reference growing up. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the cards that you dealt. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like I wasn't really a person that really understood, one, how much my name hold, two, the relationships that I already built. You know what I'm saying, with certain people. And like three, actually really understanding like I can really do this shit and like still be who I am, still be humble, still fuck with motherfuckers how I fuck with motherfuckers, still maintain the relationships, but keep it more business than relationships.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And me, last but not least, me having a daughter like really woke me up because this is my first kid and I actually want my daughter to know who her dad is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be one of them used to niggas. I actually sit on a lot of my work. I actually, like, love the work that I actually did. So, I don't, like I said, I don't really live with no regrets. But it's like, my daughter really woke me up on some shit like, man, it's time. Like, it's really time. Like, I really got something to real I like do this shit for. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound so cliche.
Nah, but I mean,
that's really what it is, though. Like, my daughter really, like, showed me, like, man, I got to show her. I gotta really give her something to really be like, nah, fuck that. Y'all father's this, my dad this. You get what I'm saying? Not even to brag, right? But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta show her who her father is. Like, I don't want to be one of them used to type of niggas.
Nah, it's not cliche. It's real.
It's like a fear I always been having, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sitting on all this music, sitting on all these beats, bro. And, like, just being so fucking, being a perfectionist, you actually lose sight on what the real goal is. The goal is to just drop this shit. You will be a perfectionist and you won't drop your clothing line brand because you feel like, man, it ain't right. But a motherfucker see that shit and be like, damn, this is it.
Hard, yeah.
I just like to rock this shit. Or this is the brand that I've been missing. I can actually be a brand ambassador for this brand. So it's just a lot, though. That's what it is, though. I feel like my wake up was, I'm tired of dealing with these artists and they not really appreciating what I'm bringing to the table, bro. I'm bringing a table to a table. I'm bringing, like, I'm an engineer. I'm a writer. Like, niggas get writer's block all the time. I'm a fake give you bars and all that. You know what I mean? I'm giving you free beats. I'm about to mix this whole shit down. You hear me? Like, and I got a camera, so if you want a nigga take pictures of you, we going out or wherever we going, you about to go on an interview, I got the behind the scenes. Like, I'm bringing so much to the table.
Dang.
And it's like, I don't feel like a lot of people, like, appreciate it. So it's like, I'm just about to bet on me.
Yeah, same
And
here.
I feel like
same here.
to bet on me, all of them entities that I realized, they putting fuel to my fire to just be like, all right, I'm just on me.
So outside of the DMV locally, who have you worked with outside of the area?
Shit. I don't want to say nobody because it's probably like a couple people. I don't want to count the shit that people did with like they features and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to count those, but like hands on, I probably like been introduced to a lot of people and like been in studios with people like nobody. Like,
do you have any intention to work it outside? You just love.
Fuck yeah, like
okay.
Of course I do.
Okay.
I actually want to take my producing other places such as like sync licensing. I've been thinking about that shit a lot.
Oh, you should.
That'd be like that if I can get like one of my songs I wrote, engineered, produced, recorded myself on like VH1, maybe like on like a Stars series or something. Like I've been thinking about that shit lately. I've been trying to find ways that I can actually like produce without artists. Because I feel like that's important for certain people that come from certain cities where all they look at is artists to produce for. Like I feel like it's just, you should always understand, like, look, bro, you ain't limited to what the fuck you do. You can make a beat for a commercial and get real checks, and that shit gonna keep running until that commercial get old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I actually been on, like commercials, all that shit. Like, that's why I'm leaning more to, like, production.
Have you reached out to any major artists outside of the DMV to work with?
No.
No?
And I realized I want management. Right now, I'm really looking for management. However, I got a manager in mind, but like I'ma still need like more of a manager.
So when you say management, what do you expect from Crankshop Ideal management team?
When it come to management, if I had a Crankshop management team right now, like I would expect for a motherfucker to advertise everything about me. My writing, my production. Like if we was to get a recording studio, and basically everything that I can bring to a table as far as like, let's just say, for instance, coincidentally, I had like a list of artists that I wanted to produce for. Management will reach out to them artists, figure out what would be the stipulations for me to get beats to them, get it done. Writing wise, we shopping songs to anybody that's on the list of the target artists. Like, I just feel like everything is already just strategically put together. If I was to get a manager that did them, I would already have an itinerary for them.
Okay. Have you been like shopping? Are you close to finding anyone? Are you been talking to anyone?
I actually, like I said, if somebody like, yeah, hey, how you doing? What's your contact to your management? I know exactly the number that I'm gonna give them. But the way that I'm looking for this type of manager, he gonna work with this manager, and it's gonna
okay.
It's gonna like collab.
So you got like a road manager right now. You're looking for more like even forget like an entity manager.
Yeah.
Overall, like overhead, like
fuck yeah.
Okay.
Because it's gonna make so much sense.
No, definitely.
I feel like every artist or every producer, every engineer, like to have structure, you gotta have a good manager.
No matter what, good
management is
good
always
PR.
perfect because it's like y'all just working hand in hand. You working, it's like the brains and the bronze. That's the best reference that I can possibly, you know what I'm saying, put together for that shit.
Good PR, good management, that's it.
And PR, a lot of artists don't even understand the importance of the PR.
Nah, they don't get it.
That's what I want one of those too. This year we definitely attacking those. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna cost some bread, but we gonna put it together.
Do you believe in raising funds?
Raising funds, it's all on how you raise funds.
Right, but do you believe in that though? Do you think it's possible?
I feel like if you can get enough motherfuckers to believe in what you got to offer, fuck yeah, you can raise funds. Okay. However, like certain people get discouraged because it's like, you know, like in your mindset, you don't want. It's like a pride thing to most motherfuckers when it kind of raising funds and shit. So I don't really know. Like I'm not prideful though.
Are you one of those motherfuckers who are very prideful?
At times I was. But
right now,
at this point right now, nah. I would just go about it a certain type of way though.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't go about it. Like it just gotta feel comfortable for me at the end of the day, regardless of how I go about it. It's about the comfortability.
What's your take with putting your beats on YouTube or like sound check? What's your take on it? Why not?
For a long time, I always wanted to be like, you know, advertise my beats. But however, I just feel like me being a producer, what I did to get better was listen to all my favorite producers. And like all of my favorite producers at a certain time was internet producers. Vibe, fucking Johnny Giuliano, Miguel Beats, like all of them was really like the go-to producers, other than just like the real known producers, Zaytoven, fucking Southside, Metro. Before they wave, it was always the internet producers, and I feel like to stay original, to stay up on shit, I feel like I'm gonna just keep my shit off because it's so easy to be manipulated, like. Which ain't a problem because what people like, they're gonna copy by nature. It's just like me. In order for me to get my writing good or my singing a certain way, I always copy like Chris Brown, Usher,
right?
Fucking Neo.
That's
like
what I'm
whoever.
about to ask you. You put a song out with Z in right now, and somebody go back behind you and remake the beat, and then change the melody and then keep the kick and change the snare and change the kick. What happens then? It's the same thing. So it's still gonna be on the internet. So,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, but it was just more for me. Like I didn't want to like broadcast it these type of ways. It just it didn't work for me. Like everybody got their lane. Like I look at like producing or anybody's career like a highway. You gonna merge on these lanes. You gonna have to get over on these lanes. You gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a 4-lane on this highway. So everybody got their roads. It's just all on what road you got to take to get to where you want to go.
Okay.
And where I wanted to go, I always wanted to be one of them people where if you want to be for me, you gonna come holler at me. You gonna come find me, or I'm gonna be posting that shit and be like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to work. All right, well, my studio right here, just pull up on me. And we about to cook this shit from scratch. And if it's any beats that I'm about to play for you, it's just probably some shit that I was just making, probably unfinished.
So before we get out of here, give me who's your favorite producer of all time? And I'm not talking about like, I don't want to give me no modern producer. I'm not sure where you at as far as your like producer.
Yeah.
In Crankshop, like, you know, your favorite producer of all time, known or unknown. Who's Crankshop favorite producer?
Favorite. I can't even really say, bro. Like that'd be hard as shit to say because the most amazing producer that I ever seen, like, and it might not even be like probably the most talented person, was me. Like, like I taught myself this shit. Like, of course, like people taught me how to probably work software and shit. Like, but really me teaching myself like how to really articulate music and like format music, and I really taught myself this shit, bro. Like I was really 100% self-taught. Like
that's safe to say.
It's crazy because I skipped music class in middle school, but in high school I wanted to switch my elective, which was gym, to fucking music, but I couldn't because I didn't go to no classes. Like I used to just skip all my fucking classes. So I just
you graduated?
Fuck no. When the Job Corps got put out that shit too. But in all reality, I felt like that was what that was though, bro. Because that shit was just, it needed to be that though.
So you got no favorite producers?
I got favorites, but
outside of let me rephrase.
Outside of me, like
outside of Crankshop, who if I put Timbaland, Swiss Beat, Pharrell,
I couldn't just pick
Kanye,
one of them niggas though.
But if you had to eliminate, if I put again Swiss Beat, Kanye, Timbaland, Pharrell, Dr. Dre,
like
who would be in your top?
As far as the OGs and shit, like that shit just go different. Cause I fuck with Dre. Of course I fuck with Dre. I fuck with Timbo. Of course. I fuck with Pharrell. Of course. Like all of the OGs is like set for, but like the people that I fuck with are just like so many different producers. It's some home producers, but it's some real major producers. Like Southside, bro. 808 Mafia is probably one of the like
different.
That's
different. It's different.
Southside is who I fuck with. I like his hustle. I like what he bring to the game, and he got the hits to back his mouth.
Yeah,
he real loud at. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Metro. I fuck with Metro hard, but then I like Ryan Leslie. Like I like Ryan Leslie. Like he like
I wasn't expecting that.
See what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Ryan Leslie. I like Kanye too on some producing shit. You get what I'm saying? But then we can go to like the people that I really, really like, which is like Nick Mira from Internet Money. I fuck with Molly Raw. Turbo. I fuck with Turbo. I fuck with Weezy. Producers in the city. I fuck with SJR. I fuck with Jew 2 Times. I fuck with Snid Jordan. I fuck with Double R, Slopes, Troy, Kales. it's like a list of people that I really genuinely fuck with, like, and I like their upbringing, I like everything they got going on, Trap Star.
Right.
It's like a list of people. KP, man, it's so many people, bro. Shane Alexander, I can name
Just keep going.
many of producers that I really like.
All right, let me ask one more question. Okay, so aside from no fees, because you said that earlier, if you had to pick a DMV now, and the reason why I'm saying this, some controversial shit, right? If you had to pick no Trel, no fees, pick a DMV artist.
The one?
Yeah.
But that be the hard part.
That's what I'm asking the
question.
question.
That be the hard part. I ain't gonna lie, if I can ready, set, go, like, is this like just like for a tape, like a single?
Right now, tomorrow, like right now.
Riff.
Okay.
Riff.
Why?
Or Z Wayne. Because Riff and Z Wayne are like, if I had an artist and he was like, yeah, bro, I just need some tips or some pointers on how to be a better artist, I would reference those two. Like, they work ethic are fast as fuck. Like, other than Trel, Trap, Z, and Riff, those 4 artists are like literally my favorite artists, bro. Like, if you was to tell me right now, like, who you want to produce for, I'm naming one of them.
Okay.
Cause like like our connection is genuine. Like, our chemistry is already there. Like, I don't give a fuck what I get Riff. I don't give a fuck what I get Z. Them niggas gonna real life produce. Them niggas gonna make some music.
Okay, you answered my question. Those are your top 4 DMV artists. And if Z Wayne see this shit, to Z Wayne, I need to holler at you, homie.
Oh, no, that's bro.
It's been like 2 years.
bro.
The last time we sat down, we said we're going to do this again another year. It's been like 2 years. I'm going to DM you. I'm going to reach out to your people.
That's definitely bro, man.
Yeah. I got to sit down with Z Wayne and see where he at. Because I think we made a bet. I'll go back and watch the interview. He might not made a bet. You know what I'm saying? So we got to sit down again. But yeah, man, look, hey, Crank, man, look, man, appreciate you coming through.
Definitely, always a pleasure.
And like I said, my goal is, yo, you need your flowers, bro. I mean, you know, me like you, I'm more like a low-key nigga, so I mean, I know what's going on, but a lot of folks, I mean, in the industry, they know what's going on with you, but the public don't know what's going on with you.
It's a lot of people that don't really know.
They don't know. You
I like to keep shock value.
Yeah.
Shock value is important.
Yeah,
like,
true. But
shock value is so important.
Laid-back type nigga, you was like cool and, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I think people need to know about you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I have you here, you feel me? So I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Definitely.
And you know, I'm gonna put your shit. We're gonna put your shit in a video, but tell people where they can find you, know, or follow you.
Y'all can find me on all social media platforms. The Crankshop CEO on Instagram and Twitter, definitely for sure. I be on TikTok a lot, motherfucker.
You on TikTok?
I don't like do TikToks. I don't do TikToks.
Hold on, you been TikTok?
But I don't do TikToks, but I be like on there watching all the funny shit. Like, it be a rack of funny shit. I be on TikTok trying to find little shit about it's like you could search anything on TikTok and figure out how to do it. Whether it's Premiere Pro shit, Illustrator, After Effects. That's what I really try to like download it for, because it's like all fast tips and tricks. It ain't really like a lot of shit. And the funny shit though. I'll be posting all that funny shit on Instagram.
I need to get on that.
But definitely though, like anything you want to learn, you could type it on YouTube or type it on TikTok. They'll show you that shit. Life hacks, whatever. Like, no matter what it is.
Cool. Hey, keep going, man. And on that note, we out.